Hello.
Hi.
This is Kerry.
And this is Kat.
And we are Tea in Valhalla.
Join us this morning in delightful Dorset. We'll take you down towards the coast. Kat's found some treats for us as well.
Yeah, so this little area, quite famously, there was inside one of the big quarries, Keates Quarries, they discovered dinosaur footprints.
Ooh.
So, and they've ringed it off and it's now National Trust. So we're going to go and
have a look at
them, and then we're going to head down to the coast, straight down to Seacombe Bottom, which is like quite a nice little cliff.
Yep.
Walk along Seacombe Cliff itself, and then over to the Dancing Ledge. And the Dancing Ledge was actually a boys' school swimming pool for a little while.
Oh, fantastic.
It's sort of like, you know, naturally comes in, and it's called dancing, because apparently when the waves come over it actually looks like it's moving.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's not obviously, but it's what it looks that way, so it'd be quite cool to see. So, and this is the southwest coast path.
Yeah,
by the way.
And we parked at Acton in a free car park back up the road.
We did.
Very handy, as you know, we love a good free car park.
We do.
Let's get cracking.
Yeah. At the moment we're following the Priest Way, named so after the priest who used to have to walk every single day from his congregation all the way from Swanage all the way up to Worth Travis. Yeah, and he did it every single day, and it's like an ancient kind of pilgrimage. You can imagine his constant pilgrimage back and forth from his congregation. So we turned right at those first signs that you saw back there, and now we're just going through this little gate, dinosaur tracks. It's actually not that easy to spot. I can imagine a few people get a bit lost coming over here. Ooh, exciting. So this shows how it would happen. Some people believe they could be primary prints. So primary prints is where they create the print on the surface that still it remains now. And because the sediment is wet underneath, it allows it to bend to its will and it stays in that form. Or some people believe they're transmitted. So it was the wet sediment on top bent the quarry surface that we see now, and they've eroded away. So sauropods, okay, so it's giant plant eaters then. Oh yeah, like these. So this would have been a freshwater lagoon, that's why it was so wet and that's why the footprints have remained so well. 145 million years. So all of Dorset would have been covered by coastal forests, swamps, lagoons and salt flats. You can see the shape, so it's actually walking in this direction. So the shape is here with the pads facing that way. And this is the secondary footprint. So it shows the diameter of the span. Kerry, can you try and stand in both of those? Shall we show the span? So that's the span of the front legs. Yeah, you can see there's quite a lot here. These are all plant eaters. Oh, beautiful. All the way down here. Really worth a look if you come this way. But they're fantastic, aren't they? You can almost see the squidge. And then they're all out here, can't you? Yeah. And what's really cool is that you can tell there's sort of family unit here, because some of them are half the size of the others. So I just think that's really lovely. So you can see here how they quarried it away. So this is what they were doing. They were quarrying like this. This was extremely high, all this material, all this limestone, with sort of the muddy sand in between. And because there's like muddy sand in between, you get these almost cleave points. And that's what happened. They just cleaved it. As they do, it's the easiest way to quarry stone. And when they had done it, this is what they found underneath.
That's brilliant, fantastic, really enjoyed seeing those. We're going to head back towards the coast path now, onto the Priest Way,
yeah,
and off to our next destination.
Yes, let's go! It's lovely looking down onto the sea, knowing you're going down towards the coast. It's always a really cool feeling. It's the immenseness of sea, isn't it? It just goes on and on. The strength of it. Constant reminder. We're heading down to Seacombe now. Little sort of bay and cliff thing. And and then yes, we'll be on the coast path. Exciting. So, you know, they're babies, a bull and the mothers. I ate it. Kerry's putting the camera down so he can see us walking off, and he actually called it
death cam footage. So the path just drops down and round. There's a nice gentle piece of cliff here. Lots of greenery and wildflowers around us again. Beautiful. Of course the sea just in the background as well.
So interestingly, I've just come across these scrapes, and these scrapes are deliberate. It's something that often conservationists will do. It's an attempt of making sure that there is some open sandy land. And this is good for a lot of things. Mason wasps, potter wasps, beetles. There's lots of things that will use this. They will gather material here. So I noticed there was a small water source coming down the path. The path was slightly wet. So I'm guessing the idea is that potter wasps and mason wasps will come and gather because they need a little bit of water, and then they come and gather this material to make pots, or mason wasps will use it to seal off their nest, which is always diagonally into the ground. It's a really nice thing to do, and I noticed there is a couple of small water sources here, so minus the sea, obviously.
Love the southwest coast pass. Variation, lots of sections of it are rough, wild, rugged cliffs. Other parts like this just seem gentler and green. You can just see the quarry. So that's Seacombe bottom down there, is it?
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's all part of the quarry there. That's all Winspit quarry over there. You can just see some caves. Absolutely delicious. Smells. So this area is actually England's first natural World Heritage Site. These limestone cliffs and these grasslands. So all these areas that look like they've been deliberately sort of shelved off as they come towards the sea is so that the quarrymen could get their stone easily onto the boats and their equipment easily off the boats. It was just an ease of use, and they did it all the way along here because there's just so many quarries. Yeah. It just made sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard work, but it made sense in the long run to do.
So we've just been tipped off that little section we were just looking over a minute ago. There's a bit of a cave down here apparently, a precariously balanced cave. Sounded intriguing, so we thought we'd come down, bring you down with us and go and have a little look. Also takes us right down alongside the sea, which is a bonus as well.
Yeah, this is really beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice. Just come down here, it's absolutely gorgeous. But I've just seen this, This is golden samphire. It's actually edible. I have absolutely no idea what it tastes like, but it is edible. Samphire. Ooh, cool, cool, cool. Here we go. Let's have a little wander around here. Oh yeah, all precarious. Okay, so, oh goodness, this cave is not held up by a huge amount. Few small blocks here and there. Oh damn. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is precarious as hell. Oh mother. It's actually hardly any light in here, but it's got the camera's receptor pointed the other way. See, it's quite dark. It is precarious. A lot has fallen down. This is cool. This really is cool. Oh my goodness, I don't know how much you'll see of it if I turn this way. So that's the problem with not having the light behind the camera. So I'll have to hold it like that. Ooh. It's very hard to capture the grandeur and the feeling of this being held up by just quite a thin column in the centre. I love it. Yeah? Oh, okay. Colour? Okay. Right, it's a lizard. Oh, that's a wall lizard, a non-native species. It's called wall lizard because it likes the habitats of walls and boulders and rocks. And I think I forgot to say last time when I was at a very similar quarried cave that these aren't natural. Although limestone does make really cool natural caves, this isn't. This is from quarrying. Yeah, and you can tell by the way that's sort of, you can almost see the marks, the quarry marks on the roof. Where have you gone? That little swine, he's gone out the back. You filthy sneak! Careful over there. Can you see the sea?
Fantastic. It brings you up around the other side of the cliff. So look. Oh yeah.
I don't like it, it's a bit scary. You stuck now? You need a ladder.
What a great area for exploring and poking around.
Yeah.
Having a little, getting involved with the cliffs and the coast path.
Yeah. This is a great part of the coast path. I've really loved it. We are now sort of heading east along the coast path, by the way. I don't know if I've mentioned that or not. Right, I've got to get out of this place. This was the last thing we ever do.
But yeah, like the other quarries and caves, important areas for lizards, bats, all sorts of things. Busy little area, really great to see it being so popular and used still.
So that swimming pool was deliberately blasted out for a school, for a local school.
Oh
so
wow.
They could use it as a swimming pool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that was deliberately created because it almost looks natural, but it isn't. That's been blasted. Because this whole thing was then used as a way of, I've mentioned before, of loading on rock onto the flat bottom barges, because the barges then were flat bottomed.
Yeah.
So it was easier to...
Just watching the waves as the waves break as well over the ledge.
Yeah, they say that it makes the ledge looks like it's dancing. That's why they call it that. It looks like it's sort of rocking or moving. It's not, obviously, but...
And this is where mermaids and mermen gather in group as well.
This is where they mate and are created. So this is sea lavender, absolutely cute. And sometimes if you're offered lucky heather in the street, or when I was a kid there was lots of people that used to try and sell lucky heather. This is actually what they give you, it's not heather at all. Yeah, look at those lovely sprigs, aren't they beautiful? I found myself an absolute glorious little spot here. Watching the gulls take food in and out. Awesome place for a cup of tea.
For a cup of tea, a packet of crisps.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Skål.
Skål. Cheers guys, have a look at this.
Water actually rushes in incredibly fast here. The tide comes in quickly. And it means that every single day the water is refreshed in the swimming pool. They were lucky school kids who got to swim in that every evening. Also you can see the strange patterns on the limestone beneath. That's where little pebbles and rocks, they roll around with the tide, slowly eroding the soft limestone. Could honestly spend hours here. Could spend a real long time just staring out into the sea, couldn't you?
So we're just leaving the dancing ledge behind us now as we're heading inland towards Spyway Barn. We're just going to climb up and out of this valley now. Yeah, I think Kat and I have said we'd like to go there for a swim, maybe early morning.
Yeah,
check the tides and...
Yeah, but it's extraordinarily busy, so
yeah,
I found it'd be nice to pop down and have a little swim.
So it's about half a mile now. We'll be at Spyway Barn. We've tucked back into a bit of farmland, field walking with the wind blowing through it.
So this is Spyway Barn. It's a really interesting little spot because it was a smuggler's barn. So everything that was smuggled in on the coast here was often kept in this barn for a little while, and then they moved it to the local church and hid it in the stone roof. I mean, smugglers are very naughty. So this is quite interesting actually, because it does show where we've been. So this is the Priest's Way. That's what we were walking on the very first thing this morning. But we came down here so that we came into the Seacombe. We've walked along the southwest coastal path, and this is where the dancing ledge was. So this is where those caves were. So if anyone's interested, those beautiful caves we went into is here in Hedbury. There's the dancing ledge that we came off, and we've just come up the hill into the Spyway barn now. We will take the Priest's Way back to our car, which I think is there somewhere. Such an interesting history here. So much to see always. So much work, conservation work goes on, obviously with the National Trust here, owning quite a lot of the land in the area. And talking of conservation, now this is why some of the caves are shut off and have the bars over the front, and some areas have just been collapsed so that you can't get in, a human can't get in. This is here talking about the great horseshoe bat. There's only 7,000 of these bats remaining, give or take, obviously that's not exact, but in the country. So it also shows you the geology of the dancing ledge. So you've got the Lulworth found sort of formation that curls round, and you could actually see that when we were there. Oh, there's the dancing. We literally sat there for our cup of tea, and we did mention the fact that that looked like completely different stone. You can see the Portland stone here, which should be here, is eroding. Like that's the eroded stone, and it's also the stone they've quarried out. Look. So that must have been the stuff that they had their beady eyes on.
So we're just following the Priest's Way now, and this is called the Priest's Way because there are other priests that used to have to walk this route daily between Worth na Travers and Swanage. It's recently had some restoration work done on it, and it's just a nice little piece of history to be walking along.
Yeah, I mean it's really ancient.
You've got all the quarries and farmers' fields around you as well. Very well maintained area.
Do you know there's actually poems written about it?
Oh, there's lots of poems.
Yeah,
there.
about how lonely the 3 miles must have been, because it's 3 miles one way, 3 miles the other.
Yeah.
But obviously the priest was going from one congregation to the next, so I suppose for him it was a pleasure. But
yeah, I was going to say it's not the
no,
worst job in the world, is it?
It probably was a pleasure, but obviously poets like to obviously err on the side
embellish
of
the romance and the sadness. Yeah, that's it. Back at the crossroads there, we're just heading back to Acton now on the car. By the time we get back to the car, that'll be about 6 miles, a big 6 mile loop we've done today.
Yeah, and it was an absolute beaut. I really enjoyed that. That was really cool.
Yeah, really fantastic.
We found some stuff that I'd never known about before. I particularly love the dino prints.
Yeah, it's not every day you get to walk in.
No, very cool.
Dinosaur footprints and priest footprints. Quite a mix. And then the dancing ledge and the coast is always a treat.
And I tell you, I'm going to go back and I'm going to swim in that dancing ledge pool because it was really nice.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to go early morning, I think, because extraordinarily busy there, isn't it?
Yeah. If you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the like, drop us a little comment down below. If you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing, hitting that bell notification, and joining us on our next adventure. And until then, stay safe and well, look after each other,
and keep enjoying those green spaces. Take care, see you soon.
Bye everyone.
Bye. Bye.